I am so glad you are here. Leave those comments and likes, of course. And I am so sorry for those of you who turned in yesterday for meditation. I got my days all mixed up, but it is Tuesday, so I'm going to talk about magic, and we'll meditate next week. I wanted to expand a little bit on what we talked about yesterday with the idea of layering on your magic work day by day by day as a way of increasing your will, increasing the energy that is going into the magic you're doing little by little until it becomes an overwhelming force, something that simply must succeed. It is a way of reminding yourself to focus on that goal, a way of asking yourself, what have you done today to expand into that goal? And it's a way of letting the universe know, as above, so below, this is what we need here on this earth right now. It is, to quote Jon Stewart, sometimes a lunchbox commitment, a lunch pail commitment, the kind of commitment you make to do a little something every single day. Whether you are doing something visual, like meditating on a candle flame, or maybe a sigil you created, perhaps with the dot magic we've talked about before, every morning and every night, have it on your nightstand, have it somewhere in your space, your personal space where you can see it, maybe the back of the door, so that when you open your eyes, you can see it, and before you close your eyes at night, you can see it. These are all good ways of slowly mounting up your willpower, your drive, and enabling the universe to help you with reaching those goals, enabling the energies that exist all around us to refocus again on you reaching that goal. And that's really what we want out of this. We want our own willpower, but also the universe to conspire with us, to breathe with us, to conspire with us to get this going, to get this magical act underway with enough energy that it will inevitably succeed. That said, you can also layer on more actions over time as well. So let's say you start with something very simple. You do one of the dot sigil creations that we've talked about in previous episodes of this series, and you have that visual that you've created that you look at every morning, every night, but you want a little bit more. Okay, let's add a little bit more. Let's find an herb that's related to your magical working. Maybe it's something like dill for money or nutmeg for money. Two very different philosophical approaches, but both equally valid. Dill seed because of the abundance of seeds that plant produces, and nutmeg because of its scarcity in the part of the world that it became associated with wealth and money, right? Or let's find a stone. Maybe it's not money you're looking for, maybe it's love. So amethyst, so you stay grounded. Rose quartz, so that you're open to those relationships, maybe that will come from an unexpected place. So put those things around that sigil you've created, that visual, the candle, what have you. And now suddenly, maybe it's not on the back of your door, but maybe you've created a small working altar space somewhere in your personal areas that you, in your private spaces, that you can work with once or twice a day. Maybe you light a candle and meditate, thinking about those goals, focused on those goals. And if you do that for weeks, for a few weeks, as you get closer and closer to that goal, decide, do I want one more layer? If you got the herbs, maybe it's time to get the stones. Maybe it's time to get a powder of some kind. There are always more ways of layering on what you're doing, not just with stuff, but with timing. Maybe you look up the best day of the week to work money magic, according to some traditions. And it varies a little bit depending on who you're asking, but that advice is out there, even down to the hour. So it could be the right hour of the right day. And of course, that hour is going to occur twice a day for Americans. So you have two options, or you can just do both. If you're working on a 24-hour cycle, then you have to make that decision. Normally, these clocks have been presented, at least in my readings of it, in 12-hour segments, so that it would happen twice a day. You have to decide if you're on a 24-hour clock, if you're going to let yourself have that second option. It's entirely up to you. You can also incorporate a little number magic, a little numerology, oof, never hurt anybody, or the right tarot card added to your little altar for your special magical working. I can't believe I'm already out of time. We're just talking about layers, but I am. So thank you so much. Please do all of the things, the likes, the subscribes, the comments, the this, the that. And this is Liz from Magus Books and Herbs in Minneapolis and magusbooks.com, wishing you a blessed week and a wonderful December. Blessed be everybody.